Hello, and welcome to GreenBiz Studio. I'm John Schmea, Vice President of Circularity and Senior Analyst here at GreenBiz. I'm excited to welcome Charlie Schwarze to the studio. Charlie serves as the Sustainability Director for Keurig Dr. Pepper. Charlie, great to see you.
John, great to be here too.
So Keurig Dr. Pepper is known for your commitments to more responsible packaging. In fact, I saw that you achieved a major packaging goal with your transition to the K-Cup pods to polypropylene. What do changes like that mean for the company in terms of reaching your 2025 packaging goals?
So John, our 2025 goals are really focused on three areas. One is on 100% recyclability of all of our packaging, so plastics, fiber, aluminum, and other materials. The second piece there is use of post-consumer recycled content. 30% across all of our packaging is our goal for 2025, and 25% for just our plastics portfolio. And then the final goal, which we've introduced recently within the last year, is a reduction of virgin plastic by 20% by 2025 based on a 2019 baseline. One of the big accomplishments that you alluded to was our K-Cup transition from a polystyrene material to recyclable polypropylene. We accomplished that at the end of 2020, and that resulted in a bump of our recyclable materials to 90% as of the end of 2020. We're just finalizing our data for the 2021 calendar year, and we'll have that out a little bit later this year in our corporate responsibility report this summer. As we look at 2025, we still have a ways to go, and we're working on that throughout the life cycle of our packaging. Smart design, we have a very broad portfolio, and we're working on our PET bottles, making sure that they're really built to be able to go back into the system so we can use those as post-consumer recycled content. And then we also focus on a very cross-functional approach. So the sustainability team works with teams from research and development, procurement, supply chain, marketing, and sales to build roadmaps with very specific goals to get toward those 25% recycled content for plastics or 100% recyclability goals.
Those are great goals. So besides the K-Cup move, what are some examples of your other brands moving to sustainable packaging, and how have these helped you make progress towards those big goals?
Sure. Well, still on the K-Cups, one of the things that we know is that for consumers to be incentivized to really recycle that K-Cup, you have to have an easy to recycle product. We're moving our lids are moving toward an easy peel tab, and we've rolled that out on Keurig.com with a few of our specific brands, our own brands, Green Mountain Roasters, and we're moving toward rollout to our entire lineup as we move through 2022 and 2023. Another example is within our Snapple portfolio. Our 16-ounce Snapple bottle is a great example of hitting on all four of those sustainability goals. When we moved from a heavyweight PET Snapple bottle that had a steel lug cap and a paper label, we transitioned that about a year ago to a refined bottle enabled by a change from a hot fill process to an aseptic filling process. That enabled us to reduce the weight of that bottle by 50%, working toward our virgin plastic reduction goal. That bottle is also 100% recycled PET, which removes the need for about 600 million virgin plastic bottles annually. And finally, we used a special label on that bottle, as well as a plastic cap to ensure recyclability of the bottle throughout its life cycle. And then, transitioning to our brewer portfolio, we're continuing to use more recycled content in our brewers. An example there is our K-Mini Black, which is using 25% post-consumer recycled content. And our K-Mini Plus brewer, also in black, is starting to use 50% recycled plastic, which is an increase of about 15 percentage points from 2020 when that was introduced.
So with all that happening, what's next for KDP when it comes to packaging innovation and sustainability?
Great question, John. Well, we're always looking for innovations to help us reduce our use of virgin plastic and create more efficient and eco-friendly products. Earlier this year, we partnered to develop a 100% plastic-free bottle. It's made from fiber and organic materials. And right now, our sustainability teams and R&D teams are partnering to ensure that that bottle can be recycled in the existing curbside recycling stream, and also work toward compostability certifications because we know that's important as well. Secondly, we're also working on compostable coffee pods. That's an early stage innovation as well. And finally, from a partnership perspective, we know that investment in recycling infrastructure is critically important here in the US and in Canada. One example there is the Polypropylene Recycling Coalition, of which we were one of the founders and largest funder. We've committed $10 million over 5 years to that coalition led by the Recycling Partnership. We just announced our fourth round of grants. And what that really means is over 4 rounds of grants, we've invested in 18 material recovery facilities to increase recycling of polypropylene, which has impacted 18 million residents here in the US so they can recycle their polypropylene more easily. And it's invested over $6 million toward that initiative. So we're really proud there. We partner with companies like Walmart Foundation, Braschem, and others to be able to move the needle forward on polypropylene recycling.
Awesome. So it sounds like there's a lot of great work going on at the company around packaging. Thanks for joining us, Charlie. You just heard from Charlie Schwartze, Sustainability Director at Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Thanks, John.